Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the best damn show on the planet, the Media Project Show, hosted by your man Clint Africa. Hope you guys are doing well today. We've got another podcast. Today we're going to be speaking about the Manchester United vs Liverpool review. This past Sunday, what a game it was. If you were a Liverpool fan, as we all know, the score was 5-0, and that was at Old Trafford. So a lot to dig into. But before we speak about the game and digest what happened, I just need to mention that this podcast, should I say, is sponsored by ULeap. Now, ULeap is an online platform that gives everyone that is employed, a student, a professional, or who have a business an opportunity to showcase themselves, their skills, talents, and businesses. The nice thing about ULeap, there's no sign up or subscription fee. Also, check out local businesses on their products on the ULeap shopping center. Check ULeap on Instagram, Facebook, all those social platforms. ULeap, we dare you. Let's dig into the game of Liverpool versus Manchester United. Look, from my point of view, I'm coming from a Manchester United point of view, but I'm definitely going to be praising Liverpool. So the game started, and basically United is coming to this game out of form. We won at Atlanta. I would say that was a miracle. The players probably said to themselves, look, we don't want to be playing Europa League Thursday football. You know, that's like the second cup in the European League. So we don't want to be there as a Manchester United team. So we also lost against Leicester in our last Premier League game, 4-2. We were wide open. Defense wasn't there. So look, the game started, and like in the first few minutes, Liverpool won the attack. We were all over the place. It's like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and his coaching team said, look here, we need to press. So let me tell you something about Manchester United. They don't play pressing football. So they decided to play pressing football. That's when the one defender, let's say the striker goes, then the midfield will also go, and then obviously your centre backs and so forth, you all push at the same time, and eventually someone will get the ball, hopefully. But with this game, like say Ronaldo pressed, and then Ronaldo will say then Greenwood will press, but you won't even get the ball, then no one will follow him, then there's space there, and then what Milner or Henderson and Keita, they will just pass through the team, because Bruno Fernandes is playing up front like as a second striker. So it's obviously coming from the coaching, because what I think is the coaches are telling the players what they need to do, but it's not working out as a combined 11. So it's all disorganized. So you come up against a team whose coach is Jurgen Klopp. So he's won the Champions League recently, and he's won the Premier League. The first time in 30 years that Liverpool has won the Champions League, the Premier League. So that is an amazing feat. And they are a well-coached team. You can see when the wingers press, they always got space. They go up with the wing. They play this football, and Jurgen Klopp gets the best out of his players in a system, attacking and defensive-wise. Yes, they play different team, because Jurgen Klopp's comments on the match is that he's been watching United recently, and they play on the counter-attack. So they play low block. But in this game, we decided to press, and to be 4-0 down at Old Trafford half time, I mean the fans were leaving the stadium. A quarter of the fans, or a third of the fans, left, I would say, and that was very disappointing. There was the camera was on the legend Sir Alex Ferguson, and he was shaking his head. He didn't know what was going on, and he actually left the game early. And then they had the camera on, I think it was Dalglish, one of the ex legends of Liverpool, and he was just smiling. And the hardest thing to take is hearing that away fans, the Liverpool away fans, singing Ollie's at the wheel. And I was thinking, like, I mean, the football is crap. We've got some of the best talented players in world football, up and coming. We got Varane. I know he's injured now, but one of the best, definitely the top 5 centre backs in the world. We've got David De Gea, our keeper. He's definitely, the form is in this season. He's been basically providing us points in the Premier League and the Champions League. That save from Chamberlain, I think it was Trent Arnold, yeah. Amazing save, but I thought that was number 6. So he's top 5 goalkeepers in the world, definitely. I mean, we've got Ronaldo, arguably the best player in the world. We've got Bruno Fernandes, he's been a sensation. We've got Paul Pogba. I mean, we paid like, what, 89 million a few years ago for him. We've got Jadon Sancho, he's 21 years old. One of the best up-and-coming young talents, right wing in European football, and we're not using him. I mean, we bought Donny van de Beek. I mean, he's just not been played. I mean, Ollie promised him game time because he wanted to go to Everton in the transfer window because he wanted to play football. And Ollie said, look, yeah, he needs him, but he's only played in that West Ham game. He played against young boys, but because of the red card of Wan-Bissaka, they took him off at half time, so he hasn't played a game, and he's talented. I mean, he was in the Ballon d'Or nomination in 2019, Donny van de Beek. So Ollie and his coaching staff, they don't know how to use these players, because Sancho's a passing goal. Think about everywhere in the world. I mean, even here in South Africa, from my point of view, it's just my opinion on the game and on these players, is that how can you have all these world-class players and you don't know what to do with them? This coaching staff has an experience, and from my point of view, they need to go. They need to be sacked. I mean, I don't know what your views are on the match, coming from a Manchester United point of view or a Liverpool point of view. I would like to know in the comments. Sorry about that. Also, smash a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. I'll really appreciate that. Let's talk about Liverpool. Look, Liverpool came into the game. I didn't think they played the most amazing football. You know what you're going to get from Liverpool: high press. The wings are going to come into play and they're going to attack. And the nice thing about Liverpool for Firmino was dropping him. They didn't even have Fabinho. He wasn't even playing. Sane was on the bench. So Firmino was coming in to help cater. So the midfield was like, it was sometimes 4 against 2 against Fred and McTominay, which is, they're not the best. They've leaked 9 goals in the last 2 Premier League games, so you know what I mean. So hopefully they need to sack the coach. That's where I'm coming from. We need to have a quality coach that can coach this team and get the best out of his players. Because if they keep the coach, I mean, I doubt they're going to keep the coach after that 5-0 performance. Just a fun fact. This is the biggest margin in history for Liverpool, winning at Old Trafford 5-0 in more than 100 years. So, I mean, all the pundits in Europe, England, Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, Paul Scholes, our team is not coached, and it's sad that that's happening with all these talented players. So yeah, but on Liverpool's point of view, they're definitely one of the best teams in Europe at this moment. I mean, they won Atletico Madrid this past week in the Champions League in Athletic, 3-2. They didn't play the best soccer. They were open at the back. Van Dijk wasn't good, but in this game, Van Dijk was a ghost. I mean, the sad thing in the last 30 minutes, I mean, when Pogba got the red card, I mean, it was already 5-0 at the time, or 4-0. I think it was 5-0 when he came on, 4-0. Not sure. The game was lost already, and then when he was sent off for that tackle, Liverpool just started playing the ball from the back and went for the odd attack. They were probably thinking this is was quite embarrassing, and it was embarrassing for Manchester United, but I mean, it was ecstasy for Liverpool. Brilliant. Mo Salah was amazing. He scored a hat-trick. I mean, he's the first person to score a hat-trick at Old Trafford since Ronaldo, and I'm not talking about Cristiano, I'm talking about the Brazilian Ronaldo. I think that was in 2003 for Real Madrid. He scored a hat-trick at Old Trafford. I know they won the game, Champions League night. So big ups to Mo Salah. I think he's definitely on form currently. One of the best players in the world. He-man Robert Lewandowski. I think when we talk English Premier League, we don't think a lot about the Bundesliga, but Bayern Munich and Robert Lewandowski in the Champions League, they're very good. I know they dominate the Bundesliga, which is German league. Calendar year, he's got 54 goals in this calendar year. I think he has to win the Ballon d'Or, but definitely Mo Salah with his link-up play, his assist, and his determination, his desire to score the goal. Is top notch. But I'd like to know what you guys think. Mention anything here in the comments below. Subscribe. I really appreciate that if you are new to the media podcast. the media show. We really appreciate this. But yeah, that's all from my side with regards to the Manchester United game. Very disappointing, but we'll see what's going to happen in the next few days. Thanks a lot for listening. Keep well. Cheers.